G'day all, JB here. I'm out at John Knight Memorial Disc Golf Course in Canberra and just on a bit of a trip, and I did put up a little bit of information on Facebook about me bringing 10 discs only, all DD lineup. Got my DD cadet bag here, and those people wondering what I was taking with me, this is what I've taken. Classic Orbit EMAC Judge, nice and straight. I have also classic Jury, okay, overstable putter. In the mids, I've taken a Fusion Bounty. I've got the Huck Lab Lucid Ice EMAC Truth, and my Masters World Stamped Fusion Verdict. I've got my trusty Justice as well, just for a little bit of a utility disc. In the drivers, I've got nothing more than a 9-speed. This is a pretty short course, so I don't think I'm going to need to pull out much here. Maverick, my understable. My Vandal, reasonably straight. I have an Evader, overstable, and my last here again, another little utility disc, my Felon here, okay, Fusion Felon. So that's my 10 discs. We're going to see how they go out here at John Knight. Alright, we're at hole 1. This is a pretty short one, about 50 metres or so. There's a straight gap there, straight at it. I'm not sure if that's the gap to go for. I think it's a bit of a sucker gap. So I'm going to go for the hyzer around, if possible, with a Justice. Skipped a bit far, but we're there. EMAC Judge here, not my normal putter, but it is my putter for longer distances. Nice and straight. Hope I can throw it straight. Too short. Okay, we're on hole 2. This is even shorter than hole 1. Pretty straight, this one. I don't think there's really a sucker gap here. You could probably sidearm one through the big gap. I'm just going to throw straight out here with the EMAC Judge. Okay, we're at another 48 metres for this one, pretty short again. I think this is going to get a fair bit of a workout today. Threw that really long. So 55 metres for this par for hole 4. It is a little bit right to left. I haven't thrown the Jury before, so I'm going to throw it for the first time now and just see how overstable this thing is. Okay, threw too far again. All right, hole 5 looks like it's in the A position. Some of them have been playing B, but this one looks like it's in A. 69 metres. I'm going to try the EMAC Truth, EMAC Lucid Ice Huck Lab Stand Truth. First flight. Let's see how it flies. Probably slightly overstable first up. Actually, a fair bit overstable. Good. We are under just outside circle. EMAC judge again. Haven't made a putt yet. Gonna make some sometime. Finally. We are on hole 6. I think it's 56. I think this is the B pin. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, it's another EMAC. Good redirect, bad redirect. Okay. Another outside circle putt. Can't get a shot close, tee shot close. Putt. I think we're at 122 metres here for hole 7, so it's a little bit longer, actually par 4. So I can actually bring out something a little bit longer. So I've got my Vandal here, it's probably the longest thing I'm carrying with me at the moment. See if we can get it somewhere up there and try and get it up and down for the birdie. Probably got 40 metres. Space is out that way. I'll have to just throw a little sidearm. I've got my favourite little Justice here. Pop it around the corner. Under the bar. Or not. Or hit the. Got to run a circle 2 again. It's almost circle 3. Rubbish. We're at hole 8. It's about 51 metres. Got a bit of a sore shoulder at the moment, and normally this would be 100% sidearm, but I don't really want to throw too many of them. So I'm going to throw the EMAC on a little bit of an Anheuser and see if we can get it to turn towards the basket. .53 metres, I think this one, par 3. Again, it just shapes up as so much of a sidearm hole that even though my shoulder is sore, I'm just going to have to sidearm it. So we'll try the evader. Just try and I don't want too much overstability. I just want to try and push it up there and try and get it to fade in towards the basket. Don't know how it's going to go. Don't know how my shoulder feels. Okay, yeah, that wasn't too bad. Didn't hurt my shoulder either, so that's nice. Yeah, short putt, so we can make it to the bird. Alright, we are at the back 9 now. A little bit longer hole, slightly trickier gap sometimes, so let's see how that plays out. Couple under after 9, not bad for a guy with a sore shoulder and who hasn't picked up the disc in a couple of months. We came back somewhere towards the end, so that was alright. This hole, similar to the first, a bit of a sucker gap straight down the middle. I'm going to go wide. I'm going to try this EMAC Truth again. It's got a little bit of overstability at the moment, being fairly new. Just going to push it out wide and have it come back in and see if we can put it close to the basket. All right, I think if I know correctly, most of these paths, I think in tournaments they play it out of bounds. But hey, casual round today. I'm not going to bother with that. We're a little bit long. It was the right idea. We'll get that right some other day. Let's see if we can pinch a bird. Almost. Okay, so we are hole 11, 62, 63 metres up the hill. So I think it'll play a little bit longer. It's either a sidearm or a bit of a turnover. I'm going to try the turnover and try an old Trilogy Challenge Bounty. Nice and light one. Hopefully it'll flip a bit and we can get up the hill with some ease. That's close. Okay, we're here at the picturesque hole number 12. This is 69 metres. We've got a pebble runway here to send our disc on our way. I don't normally play for the smaller gaps. In my game I'm trying to reduce risk, but the bounty went so well last time. I'm going to have another crack at it. I'm going to have another crack at that turnover shot and see if we can get something through the smaller gap. This gear hasn't had a lot of love over the years, but I've just thrown it twice and it's been unbelievably good. So don't sleep on the bounty. Hole 13, 73 metres. It's downhill. It's a little bit of a turnover, reasonably straight to turnover. As much as I want to not be boring, this thing has to come out again. Let's see if we can get something close again. It's okay. Glad I didn't throw anything faster than that, because I've gone well past the basket even with 5 speed. So let's have a crack. That outside circle at the moment, so have a speculator. All right, hole 14, it's about 90 odd metres, I think. Again, probably the way the hole shapes up, it's a forehand all day. I don't want to throw 90 metres with my forehand, so it's a backhand Maverick. Let's see if we can get it anywhere near. If you try to flip it, it doesn't turn. Pretty poor shot. Left me with not much. Just going to pop one around the corner with this jewellery and out of the basket, take my pass. 69 metre par 3. It's another turnover. Looks like another bounty. Let's see if we can get it closer. pretty good. This hole would set up beautifully for a forehand roller. Just smash it up the centre. Can't do it. Shoulders a bit sore. Not going to do it. But Justice forehand roller would be a cracker. Gonna have to go to the big guns again. The Vandal, 149 metres this time, a bit longer. But still, should be a birdie. Should be a birdie every time. Didn't get it the first time. Try and get it the second time. Nice big tee pad on here. Good throw, a little right. The tee is just up there. I did say, let's throw a roller. Now, almost in line with the tee, not quite, is this great. And I reckon a roller would go straight into that if it was misdirected. So maybe a good idea not to throw the roller here. ACT Club, can you maybe just put something across there so I can throw some rollers, thank you. Okay, so probably I've thrown it a little bit short of where I landed them the first time around, but I was a lot further back. Two options here. I can go straight at it, straight up through this gap, or I've got that wider angle, try the forehand again. It's a little further out. I might try the Felon this time. So here's the old beefy Felon with Moo the criminal on it. Let's see if we can just get one skipping around the corner. Try and get this birdie on this hole. That hurt my shot. 50 metres, I think it's too long, forehand, so it might be the end of the forehands for the day, but we're inside the circle. Let's try and get a bird. Okay, 17, we're almost there. Shoulders done. I think I need to just make sure I throw backhands from here on in. 85 metre, slightly uphill, bit of a turnover. So let's go Maverick and see if we can get it up there. A little bit closer this time. A little bit better. Hole 18, 66 metres, a little bit uphill. Doesn't play quite so easily into that sidearm, but I'm not going to throw it that far anyway. So let's go with star of the show at the moment, this one, see if we can get it to work one more time. A little bit high. Short on this one, so this will be a tricky go for birdie here. Might have to settle for the par, but we'll give it a shot. Missed my mark. Alright, so that is John Knight Memorial Disc Golf Course. Yeah, good fun little track. Nice short beginner sort of run. I think we ended up 6 down for the course. First time I've seen it, could have been a lot better, possibly could have been worse. Look, the undoubted star of the show today was the Bounty, particularly in these sort of little tight wooded areas. A lot of little turnovers. This is a nice little light one from the Trilogy Challenge. worked beautifully. Outside of that, the EMAC Judge did its thing. I do enjoy putting with it, so if I ever had to change out of the shields, then this is not a bad option. And to be fair, I do use it for outside the circle putts anyway, so it is a disc I use quite a bit. So that was good. Had a quick go with the jury today for the first time. Seems to be reasonably steady, overstable. I'd like to have a bit more of a go at it, and hopefully I'll get a chance to do that when I go around some other courses around Canberra and New South Wales. But for the time being, thanks for looking on, and see you next time.